Hey, this is going to be backtesting session number 3. Let's just get started here. This is NASDAQ minis. These are my indicators. Let's get started. So, hold up here. This is Tuesday, January 28th. Looking here, fairly bullish depending on how we play this. I'm looking for Asia lows to get taken. And for us to build structure so we can play it long. Let's see what okay. Big drop. Market open. Another big drop again, looking for this low to get taken. Here we already took London low 3. Okay. So it's going at it right now. London high could be a good target too. I might just do that actually. This is also me back testing, risking the same as I would on my 250k that I'm building right now, or one of them. So in this case, my entry would be a little bit higher, but this would be my entry right here. But my second take profit, which is also break even, would be right here. So let's see how this plays out. Okay, let's take profit 1, stop loss break even, sell 1. New York High, which is a New York High. We hit this order block right here, so I'm curious to see how we play off this, but we already secured our profits from there. From what it looks like, order block didn't really hold there. Again, that was pretty much technical, all pretty easy trade, right? Like I said, session lows, always a good target. Again, something that I'm also implementing that I'm going to continue talking about that we actually see here is the V-shaped recovery, or you can call it like a check mark almost. This is always gonna be almost an A plus model, if not an A plus model for me all the time, right? Where we, especially for buys, where we have these session lows, sweep them out in the first 30 to minutes to an hour, and then we have this reversal, right? We make that V shape. We sweep Asia lows, sweep London lows. Don't really have any more targets down there. Form a bullish order block. We look for an entry, which is an inversion of a fair value gap. Target either session highs or the bearish order block, and in this case, total targets were hit. Confluence is straight. So in this case, I'd be done for the day, right? About 5.8. Would not need any other trades. Probably switch to paper. Let's see here what this day presents. Stories here could be interesting. Take out those last, but looks like we have a lot of bullish structure. Okay. Looks to be getting close to lunch hour. Things to get choppy here. shop. Again, this is why the V shape that happens from 9:30 to 10:30 is always gonna help you psychologically as well, because it's like with its win rate that I'm still working on finding out how much it is, you don't need to rely on forcing a trade, especially if your emotions aren't as developed, right? I mean, this trade started at 9:54 and ended at 10:20. That's 26 minutes. That's all you need. 26 minutes, full model, get full TP, make 5,800 in this case, not two. You avoid you don't force yourself to trade the rest of the day. You avoid chop like this, which I always don't recommend. And it looks like we're actually breaking out here to a higher time frame, but lunch seems to just be building internal liquidity with the fair value gap. PM session start. Started there. We have sell side liquidity here. We have New York lunch lows. We have New York AM lows. This could be a nice short, honestly, if we get the entry that we look for. But then again, looking at the market in general, on this day, we look very bullish. I don't know if sellers can carry enough volume to break this down, but we'll stick with create. To go to market structure shift, order block. Maybe if we tap back into this order block, we can get a sell. Okay, order block was invalidated. No sells anymore. In this case, especially, I'd be done for the day. No reason to trade this here. So we're just gonna chop again till the end of the day. Let's fast forward to a new day. Following day. Session. 5 minutes. Let's see what we're working on. We have Asia lows over here. We have this absolute huge actually not a fair value gap, it's just this huge gap up. 1 o'clock, I don't know why, but I'm gonna let London play out. Can't mark out lows. London play out. London lows. So we could get a situation where stuff like that, but a lot of free market shop, a lot of pretty big drop here. Let's see if we can actually sweep session lows here, which we actually don't, which kind of sucks. Because that would have been a really clean long, especially with sell side liquidity resting over here. But it's kind of obvious there, actually, honestly. You could just tell we were struggling to push up. This could have been a nice sell entry here off the fair value gap. But again, can't because it's at open. Volume at one specific time. So I'd like to see how we react here. We got a fair value gap here. There could be a possibility if we build enough structure. Yeah, something like this. Unless we just keep going. It's a really weird. A lot of chop. This could be pre-news here. I don't know. Marks could be nice here. Just don't. I mean, this is a wow. This is terrible. This is really weird. We haven't had. I assume this could be a FOMO day or a FOMC day. That might have been it right there, actually. Another huge sweep because of FOMO. FOMC again. So this could be good for long too, actually. Let's see if we can get a retracement here into the survival gap. This is always risky to play around. This is less mechanical if I get into one of these. This is more of just understanding order flow, right? Again, that's another sweep. I wouldn't mind us coming to here. But this would have to be a way larger stop loss, and this would also have to be less. This would probably be taken on micros to minimize risk after this trade. I'm not gonna get in this, but I'm curious to see what would happen. In this case, I probably would have been break even here. I'd probably be out of the trade, but yeah, I mean, in this case, it just looked like we just had news here. Um, really terrible price action on this day. Again, I wouldn't have taken a trade because I didn't have full confidence, which is honestly a win. Don't see a break even day or a 0 day as a loss, or no, it's honestly a win in the long run. Pretty nice candle here, actually. Yeah, this is just dead. This session is unbelievably dead and weird. We just have random pumps and dumps. This is completely avoidable, unnecessary to trade. Just a fast forward for another session start, which would be Thursday. It's good to see us actually sweep this. Could be interesting. Order block. We actually really interesting. We have Asia lows to look at for. We're taken officially. Ooh, this could be a good long here. What am I taking this? Fair value gap. It's gonna be a really tight, really probably gonna be row 1.7 to 1. So really weird trade here, but it's gonna be quick. Really quick 3 day scalp. Confluences for this trade for value gap inversion. We had a market structure shift, but we created a bullish for value gap, targeting this order block that we might be targeting to push lower. We did sweep Asia lows, which is also another bullish confluence. So let's see what happens here. I'm gonna get on only one. This is probably like a B plus setup, honestly. Again, that's why I'm risking a lot less, but also doesn't look that bad. So perfect. All I need is that's actually that's the importance of this target here. This order block. That's all you needed. Nothing more, nothing less. Perfect. Flawless execution. It would have even been taken if I didn't. But again, confluences for this trade a lot less. Um, but again, still simple stuff. Session lows, fair value gap, V-shaped recovery. It's the same thing every time. That's a model I trade. It works a lot of the time, but you need to understand this the market that you're trading, and you need to understand that if the conditions are there. If the conditions are there, you might have other models that work, but for my case, if it's not there, it's not there. honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we run up to London highs here. Let's see what happens. Okay, market open goes crazy. Wow. Just clockwork, and it was really obvious too. You could tell that we were gonna move up based off of the fact that we created a huge wick at the open, trending bullish. And so here's where we might experience a chop. Or a complete reverse. Jeez. Did sweep sell side. This is good volume. Looks like we're downpouring here. I'm curious to see. Okay. Could actually be a really could be a V shape I missed because I clicked the button too many times, but then again we are carrying a lot of bearish continuous bearish movements here. So it could be risky. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, I wouldn't take that. Sometimes you just gotta forward test it or on paper or just see what would happen. Again, wouldn't take this trade wide. Like I said, getting a lot of bearish continuation. The issue with the V shape with people that are still working on it is that V shapes happen all the time, but not the V shape. What I'm trying to get at is you need to find the one that actually carries bearish or bullish momentum. In our case that we took, this actually carried bullish momentum because we struggled to push lower, and when we did push low, it was for a target for a session low, and we built up all that bullish momentum with a good target, which was the bearish order. And in this case, starting to see here, bearish candles get smaller, so potentially not that bad of a buy here. Wouldn't actually be that bad of a buy. This would be only to the order block again, very quick. Could be more of a scalp here. And once in a situation like this, with a trade that's happened really quickly, I tend to either be very aggressive with my stop loss executions, whether I move to 50% or break even. But in this case, obviously it's situational. But in this case, I don't mind risking. I don't mind moving up to 50%, only because these conditions are not friendly for bullish trade. But we have a good target, and I think my draw is good, so I'm gonna move to 50%. Perfect. And honestly, actually, before I get to the confluence of this trade, we just had a huge market resurfacing, which was also a market structure shift. So again, obviously, this is the V shape I'm talking about here. You have to find the one. Might find on the 5 minute, might find on the 2 minute, but you need to find the one that carries the most bullish momentum. In this case, we do have a market structure shift, so we could actually see us move to this order block, which would be sick. Actually, might take here if I get a lower time frame confirmation here. We did create that bullish fair value gap here. Okay. Market structure shift. Let's see how we play with these next ones. This is looking ahead towards lunch here in the next couple candles. Lunch looks to be just ranging in this zone right here, where we have this original supposed market structure shift to this bullish order block. So we could actually see a return to this order block to be taken up, which also wouldn't be that bad if we carry enough volume to reach. market structure just wants to happen. Um, I wish in this case I could have stay here Thursday, January. Thursday the third. Oh, what the fuck? I guess my chart just did not want to do that. That actually pisses me off so much. Are we were just launched. Okay, I guess it's just not gonna let me. I need to fix that. But again, going back to here. Um, we have this fair value gap here that we could actually play around. We might actually click south. But EM session starts, bullish movement. Here is a place I wouldn't actually mind taking the low stakes long, right? Nothing crazy. We can return to this fair value gap right here. I'll take a long. Alright, nice. If we return. I actually did return here, which would have been sick, but okay, we kind of did. So I'm not gonna go through the bothering of getting an execution here. A little bit harder with back testing, but this was a great trade. Which did end up hitting full take profit. Confluences for this trade was actually a little bit different. This isn't really my model. Like I said, I wanted to risk a lot less. But again, off of fair value gap, we had bullish momentum, right? This wasn't as much of a V shape as I would have, as I could really say it is. But the bearish struggle here, you could tell we wanted to shift. The market wanted to shift here. We had equal highs up here as a target. Again, why I risk little is because market conditions during PM here did not look great, and they weren't. So we made it to the chop. I think that puts us the day before, and obviously we're not going to be trading the day of New Year's. So I think that's it for this backtesting session, and just to recap here, looks like we did hit 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Okay, so we went 4-0 here. I'm just going to put it at the top. 4-0. 100% win rate for this session. All the models, we had A plus, A, A, and a B plus. So most of them I took mirrored my models. Great trades, risk rate. Ended up all going 4-0, which was a great session. This is going to be the end of backtesting session.